Hey everybody, we're having another beautiful day here today. It's about 63 degrees out right now, October 22nd? 23rd maybe? That's terrible. But I am getting out here to plant up some more bulbs, and I have a few more I want to do out front here and a few I want to do in the back. I'm going to start out front because my neighbor's working on some sort of battery, or I mean some sort of motor back there, so it's a little loud. So we're going to give him some time to finish that up, and we're going to start out here. And so it's going to be rainy for the rest of the week, and I don't want to jinx anything, but they are calling for the S word on Friday into Saturday, so that would be snow. Right now it's hard to believe because it is really just gorgeous out here right now. The sky is perfect. Look at that tree. Ugh. Fall color. What I'm gonna do is I have a couple of things. I have this mix of tulips that I got from, guess, Walmart. And they weren't on clearance though. I actually paid full price for these, so they were really pretty. So this mix here is the spring break, jumbo pink, and jumbo white. So I have 12 of each of these, and I have 5 of each of these. So this little front and these two little corners are each going to get 17 bulbs. So and then they'll get 6 pink and 6 white. So that'll be a cute little bunch right there. And then I also have some crocus mix. So while I'm sitting here planting these, I want to talk to you guys. Let me see if I can get myself in the frame here about intro to the video. So I want to have like one of those catchy sort of, or like memorable intros, or something that, you know, you can be familiar with every time you open up one of my videos. You know, you're gonna hear like welcome or some sort of thing. You know, it seems like a lot of the YouTubers that I enjoy watching all kind of have something like that. Hey guys, the same sort of statement or welcome every time you come to their channel. And I think that that's nice, and it makes you feel familiar, like you're talking with a friend, like, you know, you can be really... Oh, that's funny, but you can see that the paper on the white tulip is so much lighter than the paper on the pink tulip. Help me remember how many and where I've put some of these in here so I don't get all one color in one spot in the spring. Oh, this is gonna look so cute. I cannot wait. Okay. Let's get this in here. So yeah, so that's this week. I'm trying to think about what do I want to do for an intro. I'm kind of thinking, you know, hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Sarah and I garden in a zone 4B, northern Wisconsin. And then sort of just going right into the rest of the video. So let me know what you guys think of that, or if you think I could add a little bit, or maybe not all of it is necessary. Okay, let's take a look at these bulbs. So there's one side, and here's the other side. So remember, we want to make sure that the pointy side is up, and we shouldn't have any issues. Now these are planted very close together, but that's perfectly fine. These, I don't know about the spring breaks, but these jumbo pinks and whites, those will naturalize, so they'll start to spread out and stay. I don't know about the spring breaks. They might, sometimes the specialty tulips don't last more than a couple of years, but these big bulbs, these should naturalize. I should get a few good years out of them right in this particular spot. So, and then again, just like before, I'm just taking that sod that I dug up and pushing it right back down on top of it. Again, I'm not worried about letting the grass grow too long and not being able to cut it, because I want to leave the blades, the leaves of the tulips there to let them get enough energy to come back the following year or anything like that. I tend to be somebody who mows my lawn pretty late anyways. We sort of do that May, you know, no mow May thing here in this town. A lot of folks do, so I'll go along with that, unless the dandelions are super bad. Sometimes you get so much of that white fluff in the air that it really turns into a nightmare. Okay. All right, so now we're on the last of the bulbs. I did really good this year. I kept my bulb buying to a minimum. And so I think it's definitely under 200 bulbs, so I'm happy with that. Sometimes you buy so much and you think, oh, this is going to be so beautiful and whatever, and then it's a chore. Like planting bulbs, even though you do it once and it's done kind of thing, it's a chore. It's a lot of work, no doubt about it. So I really tried to stay cool this year about it. So this last bunch is gonna go here. So this is my back door. Don't mind all the mess. I gotta get all this garden stuff cleaned up here, especially if it's gonna be wintry soon. But this mix it's just kind of a mashup of things that I got at Walmart. These I got at Menards. The Prince mix, so I got 2 packages of 14 of those. I got this Angelique and Blue Diamond. There's 18 in this package. And then I got this Angelique with the pink pearl hyacinth, and then the white cheerfulness daffodil. I love that daffodil so much. I really love the smaller flower and like multi-flowering daffodils. They're just so sweet. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a big, bright, cheery daffodil too, but these are just, I mean, look at how romantic this is. This is just like, makes me want to get married, you know? I mean, maybe not get married, but at least wear a wedding dress and have a nice bouquet. So this is gorgeous, and I really love it, and I want it to be here. This is where we come in most of the time, so we park down there, and then we use this walkway. I'll say like 95% of the time this is how we come in and out of the house, so that'll be lovely to kind of have a beautiful little blend of tulips here. And I do have tulips planted in here. They were a specialty mix that I bought from Flower Hill Farm. Her channel is fantastic, and I bought a specialty mix of tulips from her that I put in last year. They came up, they were gorgeous, and I have minnow daffodils in here as well. I don't know how many of those specialty tulips will come back up, and I don't know their names. It was a mix. I really don't know their names, but it was absolutely gorgeous. Some really beautiful, it was like doubles, a lot of double tulips, and it was lovely. I don't know how many will come back up next year, so it'll be a surprise. I'm not going to plant any more in here right now, but definitely those minnow daffodils should come back up. So that'll just make a pretty little sort of entryway here, and this will all be down. This is going to be coming down here soon, probably this weekend. These tomatoes really aren't, there's no ripening happening anymore. I'm just gonna come through and I'll probably pick anything that's even the slightest bit pinked up and bring it in the house, but the rest of it's just gonna get torn out and thrown in the compost, or over on the side yard here where I'm building that soil up. So yeah, so let's get started here. I'm just gonna mix all of these in one bag and just pull them out, and whatever kind of happens with this mix. So I'm not trying to get any specific pattern or anything like that. We'll go right here, and I think probably gonna end up digging this tomato out right here because it's in my way. So let me get started. Now the soil in this area is actually pretty nice because I did have flower beds here last year, and I used a lot of compost and cardboard to keep the weeds down because this was just all grass. All of this area was just grass and daffodils, dandelions, and weeds. I'll dig this one out too. So that all broke down and made some decent soil. I mean, it's not perfect. My soil is really clay here, so it's gonna take some time to get, so you can see here, like, look at that clay layer. It's pretty thick, and so it takes a lot to sort of loosen that soil up. But I haven't had any issues with tulips and daffodils. Now I'm going to mix daffodils up with dandelions and daffs, and dandelions up with daffodils. I haven't had problems with those coming up through the clay ground. It doesn't seem to bother them at all, so I'm not worried about that. But I would like to get the soil a little bit finer, not quite so dense for other plants, so that's something that I'm working on. I've seen some stuff that you can put down, like bacteria maybe and stuff like that, but I haven't tried anything more than just heavy mulch, wood chips, leaves, cardboard, that kind of thing yet. Maybe I'll try look around for some of that. Bacteria stuff for next spring. One place I'd really like to have it is out in the front. That bed is super dense clay. And I worry that I'm not going to have some of my perennials make it back because of it. You know, some of whatever stuff I end up putting in there might not make it back because it's just such a heavy clay. Okay, oh nice. And so, just a reminder, so that's the hyacinth bulb You can tell it's a less tall, less pointy, really dense. It's fat. It looks like there's 3, so those I will kind of place strategically. And the rest I'm going to dump in here. Here's this batch, so there'll be plenty of tulips. And I'm going to pack them in nice and dense, just like I've been doing with everything else, because that way, if I do want to cut any of them, I can. They'll be nice and tall and strong. And if they naturalize, they'll start to sort of push back that way. A little bit more dug out here. That looks good. Just kind of adjust you here. So it'll be about 2, maybe 2.5 feet for 28, 36, what's that, 60 something or so bulbs. And I'm going to put the hyacinth like so. And I'm just going to come in with the rest of these and layer them in. These are daffodils. So I'm thinking that these are daffodils because these are definitely tulips. The tulips are just a little more sleek and elegant looking. The daffs are a little rough. So I'm going to try to get those spread out in here. Fill the rest of this in with tulips. So are any of you guys planting bulbs this year? And I was really surprised actually that there just weren't that many bulbs in the stores. I mean, usually, you know, there's so much. It's a little wild. But I guess I'm kind of glad there wasn't, because like I said, I could easily buy hundreds of bulbs, and then once I get time to planting them, it would be like, oh my god, what was I thinking? But I just love the way bulbs look in the spring, and it just lifts your spirits so much. And then there's something about them in mass, you know, that it's really gorgeous. And, yeah, even if it's just a simple red tulip in mass, it's just so beautiful and stunning, enough to stop you dead in your tracks, really. And that's another reason why I tend to clump mine close together. I just love the way that looks, to have so many all coming up in the same sort of drift. it moves me. But what about you guys? Did you have a lot of bulbs for sale in your area this year? And I mean, I'm not going to specialty places or anything like that, and honestly the greenhouses that are open around here aren't open all year long, for the most part, and they don't sell bulbs. So you have, our greenhouses are typically open, you know, like through Mother's Day through the end of July, maybe. Some places even not that long, like maybe just through the end of June, until they basically sell out of their inventory, because we have such a short growing season here. It's like 120 days, and which actually isn't that bad. The place I lived before this was only 100 days. It was the mad rush to get everything grown. But yeah, so I don't have the and I don't want to. I mean, I guess if I were going to order hundreds and hundreds of bulbs, I would go someplace like Color Blend or something like that, or someplace online. But honestly, I've never had the bulbs that I grow from Walmart or Menards or like box stores or anything like that fail me to the extent where I was like, oh, I really wasted money on that. And I can just get stuff on clearance in my area so easily because the growth season is so short. Anything that, you know, is in the store longer than 2 weeks is going to get clearanced out. And so it appeals to my frugal side, my cheap side, to buy in places like that. But this year it was very limited. My local Walmart only had one little sort of kiosk set up with bulbs on it, and even in Menards they barely had any, a couple end caps, that was it. Whereas usually it's this huge sort of spring bulb setups going on. So I don't know, I had heard that there was like a shortage and stuff like that, but yeah, let me know if you guys. Hey guys, editor Sunday afternoon, Sarah here, and I realized that I didn't record a closer for this video, so I'm just kind of hanging out with Lily and we're watching scary movies since it's almost Halloween. It's really turned out to be a nice day today, but I just wanted to tell everyone thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. To my family, all my love as always. Bye.